Hello and welcome to the EP Template Studio. I'm going to walk you through on how to create the popular Cornell Note Template. Okay, so this Cornell Notes is a good way to use it for study. You can partition various topics as you're creating notes. You could have a grid, you could have a lined section. You would define what those sections would be put in, but I'm going to show you how to create that. So first off, we're going to create one for the Remarkable Pro. As you can see here, you can select various devices to create the template for, and what it will do is make sure that it's formatted in that template for that particular device. So if you swap this out, you can swap out the menu bar. Let's just say I had the Super Note selected. I can select that, and I can actually swap out the menu there too. But let's just go back here on the Remarkable Paper Pro. And make sure that I have the left menu section type of template set up, which is defined for right-handed people because the menu will be on the left-hand side. And these are the properties of the template. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to first off start by expanding the template element view, tree view. And you notice you don't have any elements on the screen in the canvas area. So let's start off by creating a table. The table is the first object that shows up inside of a section. You have tables, and then inside the table you have a column, and then you have a row. That when you create it, it creates one of each of those elements inside the table. But think of a column as you can have multiple columns within the table. In a row, you can have multiple. You can use rows to have multiple sections inside of a column. So that's the basic structure of the template and how the EP Studio uses them. I'm going to start off by creating let's think how we're going to create this. So we have a table. I'm going to make sure preview is turned off so we can see the elements, the borders, as we're adding them in here. So first off, I'm going to start off by creating a table, and I'm going to make sure that the size of the table is maximize the maximum height of the template. So I think what I'll do is I'll have a row here. I'll split a row here, and then I'll have a row here in the middle, and I have a row at the bottom. So when you define these templates, a good way to do it is to draw it out on your tablet, so you have a good mock-up of what you're trying to create. So I'm just going to do it on the fly here so you can see how easy this is. So first off, I'm going to create 3 tables, okay, 3 tables. And in those tables, you notice that, if I click over here, right now you won't see them, but you have to drag those up because by default, what happens is the tables will, depending on what you have set, the height of each table, it's going to try and fit them all on the screen. So you select one, and then you select it to, let's say, 75%. Make sure that, okay, so I'm going to select the column here, and then make sure that the height is, let's say, let's set this to 35. Then I select the other column in there, and I'm going to set this to also 35. And then I'm going to select this column up here, and then set this to 35 as well. And then I'm going to expand this out, okay, like this. And let's see, maybe I made too many here. Let's see. Oh, it looks like so you got to be careful when you're creating these because it looks like I have multiple columns in here. But let's just make this be 100%. That's how I should have done this. Make sure this column is at 100% as well. And then let's make sure this column is at 100% as well. Let's do that. I think I'm messing this up. Okay, so now we have 3 tables on the screen. And what I want to do is I want to make the middle table, I want the middle table to be the largest. Okay, because that's where I'm going to actually have a column, 2 columns in. So my top table, let's make that, make sure that's 100% so we don't get confused again. and then we make this, let's see, let's make this one like that, and let's bring this one up. Okay. Make sure that's set to 100. And let's drag this down. Let's make this smaller. Let's make this bigger. Let's make sure that this is like that, and let's bring this down like that. All the way down to the bottom of the screen like that. Let's just drag these on because I'm getting confused. So now let's split this up like that. So now we have a smaller section at the bottom, and then we have a smaller section on top. I'm going to make the right hand side be a lined section, and then I'm going to actually expand this out to be 14 millimeters. And then on the left, I want to have a actually, let's leave it blank. You know, I can draw whatever I want in there. At the bottom, I'm going to have a grid. Okay, let's select the grid, and let's make the grid height a little bit higher, like that. And then I'm going to actually bring this up a little bit. See here. And then bear with me on this. It's easier to do on when you're actually doing this full screen. I had to zoom this in, so it looks harder than it is, but it's pretty simple to actually create these columns. So now you have a notes section where you have lines on the right, you have grid on the bottom, and then you have this free-formed white area. I could draw whatever I want in here, and there you go. So you have a template. You can reconfigure this the way you want it, but this is a standard Cornell Notes template. I make sure you save it. Okay, so I saved it, and there you have it. So if you have any other questions, feel free to subscribe below. If you have something you want me to make and see how it can be done easily, just write it in the comments, and I'll happily draw it out for you. Well, feel free. If once you're done with this template, don't forget to download it. Once you download it, it actually will download the template and the appropriate tablet you have selected. All right, have a wonderful day. Subscribe below and make sure you leave comments. Thank you so much for being part of the community, and have a wonderful day.